fucking years of mighty piety. No fucking compromise. Death to dread. I am bestial to the bone.
Estamos aquí en esta otra noche de Colombian Shows, esta empresa, gran empresa que nos trae las bandas underground aquí a Medellín y en Bogotá. Y estamos aquí con los integrantes de IMPIETY, ¿sí? Esta bestia del black metal asiático, directamente de Singapur, algo pues que pensábamos no tener en nuestras tierras o que pronto verlo en un festival. So finally guys, almost like 3 decades since you were born, you're gonna be 30 years next year, yes? And we're so glad and happy to have you guys doing this Central American and South American tour. And so the first question is really easy. How's everything going so far? You were guys in Central America. How's the whole experience so far?
So far so good. Tumba Records has taken great care in arranging such a great tour. It's really smooth. Great to see a lot of fans here in South America, especially for IMPIETY. And like you said, nearly 3 decades. So we did Bogota yesterday, was amazing. Today Medellin, and after that we head to Paraguay.
Very well. What is your take in the whole tour so far?
I think it's been fantastic. It's our first time ever here in Central or South America, and we're being looked after well by Tumba Productions. Everything's running smooth, and all the gigs have been really good, like good crowds, really enthusiastic crowds. They know the songs and they're fans of the band for a long time, and yeah, been playing okay, feeling fit and healthy.
Okay, now it's easy to say that it's 30 years, but how do you think, guys, you have been prevalent in the metal scene and actually growing and getting, getting more crowds every day? Because music business, it's changing all the time, the internet and everything. But the name Impiety has been growing in festivals and in the not only in the underground circles, but in major festivals.
Well, it's a question of just continuing what I do best. When I set out to start, when we first started out, we didn't know the band will come this far. It was high school, and we were just totally influenced by great bands. You have Early Slayer, Possess, Bathory, Destruction, Hellhammer. So yeah, we started from there, and then of course over the long years we progressed, and then we created our own brand definition of black death metal. And here we are today, and we have the new album just out this month. So far it's on streaming Bandcamp. We have the physical copies coming in next week. So it's been a long way, a lot of hurdles, but I like challenges. So here we are today, man.
That's amazing. And how do you think you can keep up with the topics that we still live with the world today, with all the political unrest, the corruption, and all these concepts so alive nowadays, even after 3 decades?
I think the world today is really fucking upside down because of all these rubbish politicians we have. They only care for the elite, and for the rest of the population, they don't give a fuck at all. It's really bad. It's trying times, but metal prevails. And I believe we stand united as a community, and we will just fuck them, and tear them down. They can't stop us. It only becomes an additional challenge for us, In the end, the people will win. We triumph, All right.
think about that? The whole social situation being 30 years later very similar to how it was in the 80s and 90s.
The politics or the metal scene?
Metal scene, the lyrics.
The metal scene's expanded. The internet has exploded. A million more bands, and it's different to being young and when we had to pay for things and go to great effort to get things. Now every kid has everything and information's out there. Yeah, as far as the world, politics, it's a complicated world. It's a crazy world. Different to the Australia that I come from, but it's all about money at the end of the day. Just businessmen trading money, and the rest of people just left to live however they can and make the most of it. But yeah, I'm happy to be alive. I'm happy to be part of the world still.
We are. We admire, for example, Behemoth a lot, and when the Nergal had the transplant and everything, but he kept striving, and now the bands, black metal bands, are like a big. They're big in lineups in different festivals. Now that you're talking about Australia and the whole Asian scene, how do you think things have been growing? More festivals and more options in Singapore, less dictatorship maybe. Like the censor, they still censor many bands, but now there are more underground festivals gathering bands. Now we couldn't imagine Iron Maiden bands like that playing before in Asia and that part. Now they're going more and more, and bands like Sepultura and other big names.
Well, like Louis has said, the metal scene has expanded over the years. It has exploded. It's widely accepted now, metal, and you see a lot of festivals, a lot of big names touring every other year, coming to Asia, or be it Australia or all parts of the world. So I would say, in respect to everything, it's good. But, it's also bad because certain extreme topics get highlighted by the media or by the public, who feel so insecure that we will perhaps, create or sow further social unrest into their world. But no, we're just doing our own fucking thing, It's either you like metal or you don't like metal, just move on, fuck off, And once again, like Louis said, I'm happy to be alive, and we'll just keep on conquering the world, no matter how hard it gets. We don't give a fuck. It's all about the fans, the people, the connection, man. So I would like to say a big thank you to all these diehards in all countries, man, getting together and always writing us and buying our merch. It keeps us alive, man.
Yes, it's extremely realistic, and we are really proud of the whole metal scene. Since the 80s, everything is growing. Even if we are not in the mainstream, we don't care about that. But the networks, and everything moving, the internet and everything. Okay, thank you guys for your time. We wish you the best of shows here. We hope it's not the only time. Like, we hope to see you again on the road or here in our country. Some final words for the Colombian fans that are watching Temple of Rock.
Hopefully it's a good show tonight here in Medellin. I want to do our best and survive the whole tour and go onwards and not stop for a long time.
Hey man, Viva Colombia, fucking great. It's been really impressive from day one. You have a really great metal underground here. Just keep it growing, keep it burning, keep metal in your hearts, man. Hail and kill.
This one's great, fucking great.
From Impiety, I would just like to say, continue watching Templo de Rock and support the true underground scene. Crush the fucking trends and all the posers around. Fuck them all.
Temple of Rock, thanks for having us. Support.